Don't hate.
Good morning and welcome to Black Lion Live. I'm Shan Ferdinand here with Carrie Ferdinand,
Yo, what up?
Karima, and Royce on the ones and twos.
Yo.
We're here this morning talking real estate. We're talking Hampton Roads and everything else in between. So let's get into it.
All right. So our first thing today is going to be our current events. Well, first of all, let's ask everybody. Let's get a wellness check. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm here. It's Tuesday.
I'm freaking amazing.
How's
I'm
everybody?
Fired up.
How's you guys' weekend?
The weekend was good.
I don't have any complaints. Got to chill out with mom. So it was pretty good.
Was this weekend Mother's Day or am I tripping?
No,
Oh,
it's
you're
my
tripping.
birthday.
It was my birthday. It was my mother's birthday.
Oh, your mother's birthday. Tell us happy birthday. I didn't know that. So.
Yeah, it was her birthday.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
How you guys doing? How y'all doing?
It was cool.
Cool.
Yeah, yesterday I hit a car.
Yesterday you what?
I hit a car yesterday.
I want everybody to know that Royce is our resident mumble rapper. So if he's not saying full vowels and sentences, it makes sense to me.
You're our interpreter. You had a car yesterday?
No, I said I hit a car yesterday.
You
like,
hit a car
in the parking lot. So
In what parking lot?
in the parking lot in where I stay at.
Oh, okay.
How'd you hit a car in the parking lot?
So listen. We were
So you look right at it and hit it.
no, but listen, you gotta listen to the story though.
See
So
what happened was
that's just what to come.
Listen, I don't think you should tell that story before you go through your insurance claim.
yeah. We're gonna hold off on that.
Are you?
No,
Did you drive off?
I think we should table this until something
No,
another
okay, so-
time.
No, because we already talked to the guy. He said it's cool. He ain't gonna do nothing. But
Okay, let's talk about it then.
that's what I was saying. So I guess that's how it went, right?
Few months later.
Am I about to incriminate myself if I say this?
Yep, pretty much.
Shall I leave this alone?
I feel like you should.
All right,
But-
I ain't gonna touch it.
We'll come back to it, in a couple months.
Yeah. First,
Once
last name, VIN number of your car.
Okay. She's talking federal. Okay.
How you doing, Karima?
I am doing pretty good. I have no
Good.
complaint.
That's good. Well, let's get into it.
Everybody doing good. All right, so the first thing we got on the list is the current events. I mean, we got a couple today. We got a couple of them.
Mhm.
We got one today that it caught me. It's a headline. The headline says several new beauty businesses among latest commercial lease transactions. So the headline says at least 4 new beauty service businesses open or will be opening in greater and are among the latest commercial lease transactions that have been recently announced on May 11th. Berserk Halfway Home Services, RW Town Realty. Oh, that's another realtor company.
Where are these businesses opening at?
It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in Newport News.
Okay.
We got that one, and then we got one I saw for myself. We got the 3rd annual 23rd Street Marathon in Newport News. They ran on May 20th, so they ran this weekend. Was that Saturday?
May 20 what?
May 20th, so they ran about Saturday.
Yeah, that was Saturday.
Yeah, so I saw all these kids running and everything. I was like, okay, it's been cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
About the beauty industry though, that's a $1 billion industry. So,
Yeah.
if you're thinking about going into business, beauty might be one of those. It's just
in a couple months.
you gonna make money because it's a $1 billion industry. $1 billion industry.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I be seeing them ladies, they be making like what, $1,000 off just one hair. Like, oh my goodness. But you gotta put like 8 hours of work.
Mhm.
Hey, it's difficult.
I wish
though.
I could do hair because it's good money.
So, quick fun fact: only 11% of Black Beauty is owned by
Black beauty.
Black Beauty.
Really? 11%?
Only 11%.
Like Black beauty.
So all those products that you're buying, all that hair, product, shipping. So that whole industry is always weird to me because, especially for Black women,
Mhm.
where they're using the products, they don't like the products, or they do like product, or they say product doesn't fit with their hair or nails or this, that, and the third. Yet they're reluctant to get into the industry. I was at a high school the other day or a few months back, and one of the things came up where a lot of young ladies in the class were talking about they're into beauty, but instead of being the one actually standing on your feet all day, 12 hours a day, how about we get into packaging? How about we get into shipping? How about we get into that sort of thing in Black Beauty and start taking that industry back? I mean, you're using the products. I
Absolutely.
mean, how much product do y'all two have on right now?
I got my hair color. You know,
I really just rolled out of bed and got
you woke up like I woke up like this.
No, but think about it. I mean, if you go check your cabinets right now, imagine all that and only 11%, if any of that, in your own in your own cabinet is owned by somebody that looks like you, and that is a shame.
That's crazy because, like you said, Black beauty. 11% of Black beauty businesses are only owned by. That's interesting because there are so many products out there for Black hair, and
So
most of those are not owned by us.
right, because some of your brands that
Curls
target
Unleashed.
right that are targeted to the Black demographic,
Mhm.
they're owned like by L'Oreal and Maybelline
That's crazy.
and those sort of things, and it might have African this with that little African colors on the front, and they do a great job advertising, but for some reason we don't enter that market. I don't.
It's
It's strange.
how does it say how much the beauty industry is worth? I mean, because beauty is more than just hair products. Beauty is skin products. It's makeup. It's Karima's going to an esthetician. It's waxing. It's
As
nails.
of 2020, it is around 2.5 billion.
Yep, billion and growing, and growing.
So that's 2020, and I don't see Black women or Black men turning down when it comes to Black beauty, especially when it comes to the beard oil
Yeah.
and all that other stuff coming out now. So that's just a fact. So if you're looking for somewhere to enter a field,
Beauty is it.
beauty is definitely one that needs our attention.
That's a good one.
Definitely, that's good information, man. Speaking of beauty and school in general, Newport News Shipbuilding welcomes 32 graduating high school seniors to its fold.
NNS is a great place to work. I used to work there, and I would tell anybody that works at the shipyard to use the shipyard to your advantage because there are so many programs available at the shipyard to help you develop not only personally but professionally as well. They have night classes to help you learn Excel and Microsoft skills. They have who is it? Dale Carnegie. Who wrote the book? 7 Habits of Highly.
Um,
What is the book called?
7 effective,
Yeah, highly effective people.
7 habits of highly effective people. That's Covey,
Yes, Dave Covey,
Stephen Covey.
Stephen Covey.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all around here we're horrible with names. The dude's name could be Jack, and they'll call him
Right.
Billy. So we're horrible around here with names. We're gonna get better, I promise.
So yeah, there are classes that help you in that area. There's like a Stephen Covey branded class that you can take at the shipyard, and anybody that works there, look into the programs that they have available to you. Don't just be there, take advantage of all that. They have tuition reimbursement programs, so take advantage of all of that.
Yeah, for sure. Because everywhere I go, I feel like everybody's like, especially in like any field, it's like everybody, oh, go to the shipyard, go do this.
They pay well.
I know they do. I think what's like 20,
Maybe more.
like 20, 25.
Yeah, and so the apprenticeship school, I believe, I think it's a 2 to 4 year program, but you get paid while you're in school, and I believe that every semester or so you get a pay increase. And then when you come out of the apprenticeship school, you're guaranteed a job. So, but yeah, go. I mean, it's a great place to work.
So I always go left in these conversations. So as good as the shipyard is, I feel like you use it as a stepping stone. You don't use it as a place to stay.
Yeah,
Definitely get those
exactly.
skills,
Sure, for sure.
get those benefits, but don't stay there. If there's something there now, they have certain fields that obviously you're gonna have to work at the shipyard, like some nuclear, yada yada yada,
Engineers.
right? But other than that, if you could get into the field, learn, become a consultant because they hire consultants too. So don't limit yourself to one stream of income, not ever.
So that thank you for putting that in words. use the shipyard as a stepping stone. They have a lot of programs available to help develop you as a person and professionally, and take advantage of them. Take advantage of those programs. A lot of people, especially in the trades, are not aware of all of those programs, but look into it because they're not going to tell you about it. You got to go looking for it, but definitely take advantage of that.
Definitely. That shipyard money is definitely good money, especially down here with people in Newport News, downtown. You know what I'm saying?
It's a huge revenue stream for Newport News.
I mean, you got to think Newport News or the Hampton Roads area is for military and shipyard.
Yeah.
Outside of that,
sure.
everybody is support to those two industries.
Yeah. You definitely, everywhere you go see either see, or you go see somebody that works at the shipyard. So it's just like,
Did he say Marine?
I mean, did I mess
Did
up?
he say Marine?
Did I mess up?
You should have said Army.
Yeah, because it's only like 3 Marine people around here,
Did I say the wrong thing?
and they're all at Fort Story, Virginia Beach.
I apologize.
Yeah, Marines are like 3. It's like
I
3 of them.
I thought Marines and Army was the same thing.
Oh my God.
You
First and foremost,
wah, 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 wah,
yeah,
wah.
that's horrible. First and foremost, it's only like 3 Marines out here, and they belong to the Navy.
Yeah, that's the sound.
Yeah, Department. The Marines. They're not even their own branch for real.
Sorry for disrespecting any military.
That was highly. I'm not even in the Army.
I know.
That was
I did.
Yeah, that's because you can't call a Marine a soldier. That ain't gonna happen. And a soldier, a Marine.
You might.
That's
get
a
beat up.
problem.
Dang, I should have just left it alone.
Shoot at the family barbecue. How's the Navy going?
Right.
And you've been in the Air Force
Listen.
for the past 20 years.
Listen, I would have felt better if he said Navy, right? Because there's so many of them around. But you said the Marine. It's like literally 3 of them.
It's disrespectful. I think that you
Or Air
can
Force, since we got-
justifiably
Yeah.
get beat up for that.
I
Listen,
know.
you had a better chance of saying Coast Guard because Coast Guard was right down the street. You said Marine.
You know how like in the band, and the band has a line formation, and if you walk through the band formation, they can whoop your tail with the instrument.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same thing.
Dang.
Do better, Royce.
Damn, because I apologize.
That's today's message. Do better.
I apologize. Any military personnel.
Listen, I can understand if you don't understand the military rank. I can understand that, but you called somebody a Marine. I mean,
We
like you see a lot of Marines walking around. Never.
we gonna take it easy on Royce.
No, we not. He's working in an Army veteran-owned business.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That's usually why I don't say nothing. I'm like, nah, let me leave that alone.
You anything Army, man. Just
I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna, because guys, I like on the highest level disrespect to Carrie at this point. It's like I called him ancient.
so we're just gonna recap this now.
I called him a Marine.
So we're not gonna let it
An
go.
ancient Marine.
I called him an ancient Marine. And there's only 3 Marines,
That's
bro.
like the
Freeman, you're not gonna do nothing about it. You just gonna
All
let
right,
this
let's run
ride.
it back to when you was talking about Bloody Mary.
Don't talk about me and Buddy Mary. Leave me and Buddy Mary out of this.
I appreciate that, Kareem.
She's out in the backfield. She's it's a pass. It's a pass. I watched that clip. Yo, it's still funny to this day. Like I watched that clip yesterday, bro. I was dying. Hey, that was one of my best jokes on the show. That definitely got to get
It
clipped.
wasn't a joke. You were being very much serious.
Guys, it's a joke. let me live past it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but speaking of, let's get back into this current event though. For the foodies out there, they got the Eggs Up Grill expanding operations in Hampton Roads. Anybody ever been to Eggs Up?
What are you
Eggs up?
saying?
Eggs Up.
eggs
Oh,
up.
okay.
Eggs Up.
I never heard of eggs up.
Eggs Up Grill expanding operations in Hampton Roads.
Eggs
they're,
up.
They're opening like 6, right?
I think they're about open time.
Opening up at like 6 of them or something like that.
Yes,
So they got one in Norfolk.
maybe we gotta go highlight them. Swamp Brews highlight. I don't understand the joke. What was the joke?
Probably because you're mumbling.
Damn, bro. Everybody own me, bro. Now let me stop. What's the eggs up in English?
So it's like a breakfast brunch spot.
Yeah, something like that.
They're I think they have a couple already open and they're opening up like 6 more, I believe.
It says 10 more. Hold on, make sure.
Yeah, 10 more.
So it says 10 more opening up in Hampton Roads. They got, and they say that there's one currently open in Ghent area in Norfolk.
I gotta check them.
So it's a South Carolina-based breakfast franchise. And then something else just popped up on my screen. So it serves breakfast and lunch. Lunch options are every day from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
All right, so hey, because that's over in Norfolk, that's the dark side of the water. I'm gonna say shout out to Tommy's.
Oh,
Right out here in Hampton. So make sure you check out Tommy's. Tommy's is a landmark.
The water.
Yeah, it's the dark side of the water. I mean,
it is a dark side of the water.
we in God's country right here.
God's country.
It's the most hardest question to think about real estate. I know it was a question time, but I don't want to lose this.
You want to go first?
The most frustrating thing about real estate? What what aspect of real estate? Like,
So
Real
I'll answer it. And because this is a constant, and I think a lot of people ignore this. The most frustrating thing in real estate is trying to get or wanting people to understand that what's best for them, and understanding that how much wealth creation is in real estate for them just to go rent a house or go buy a car or mess their credit up. So for me, watching younger people not get involved in real estate is probably the most frustrating thing ever, especially when there's so much wealth on the table. You go out there, you buy cars, you buy this, you buy that, you're in the club, you're turning up, you're dropping it like it's hot. But all the money it takes to do all that, you could earn and leverage that money to become wealthy. And that's probably the most frustrating thing for me in real estate.
yeah, and the fear behind it, a lot of a little disheartening that people are so fearful to purchase, and it's not that difficult. I mean, I know people who have rented the same place for years, you know, and I believe that if you could take care of a rental property, you could take care of your own home.
So if I had to say, that's the most frustrating part. Now, if you're asking about a specific part of real estate, that's another question. But just on a whole, being, like Roy said, being ancient and looking back and being able to give advice, that's probably the most. So you remember, so you probably understand this. There's a lot of people, when I came in, they riding around Mustangs, this, that, and the third. That was our what was it, Hellcat SRT moment, right? So you're riding around an SRT, you got a $800 to a $1,500 payment, right? You come in there with your Gucci shoes on and this, that, and the third. Everything that you have and everything that you're doing, because what gas is probably another $200-$400 a month to fill the SRT up. So everything that you're doing, that's a house payment which could be paying for your SRT. Weird. So I'm gonna leave it alone. That is the most frustrating thing for me.
I mean, but what about that the tenants and the property management? I mean, like, you know, because,
So all that is coming with the game. It's like when you dating, right?
yeah,
You know, you get your heart broke, you get back in the game, this, that, and the third. That's part of the game, right? So tenants, that's part of the game. Dealing with different financial issues, that's part of the game. That's teaching. That's teaching you, and you're learning how the game is played, taxes, and all the other stuff. The frustrating part is somebody that has the ability. If you have a VA loan, you have the ability to get into the industry, but you choose to go out here and be like everybody else because you want to be like your favorite rapper. But your favorite rapper is buying houses. Your favorite entertainer is buying houses. They buying property to multiply. You want to be this great football, basketball player. That's great, but they got houses. They have multiple houses. If you look at any one of your favorite athletes, pop stars, rap stars, whoever, they all have property because they understand that they're going to take the money that they work for and turn it into passive income, and they're going to take passive income and they're going to buy the cars. They're going to buy the cars, the toys, the rings, the jewelry. And that's what you're seeing. You're not seeing them using their actual money. And if you are watching somebody doing that, they're going to be broke soon.
Another frustrating thing for me is to hear all of the myths surrounding buying a house. And then as a real estate professional trying to debunk those myths, being told that I'm supposed to do that because I'm a salesperson, when the truth of the matter is that I debunk myths because my goal is to educate people, not to sell a house. You know, the money is, you know, we get into it to make money, but one of the primary reasons that I got into real estate was to educate people who look like me, who have been behind the power curve when it comes to wealth building. So that's very frustrating. And one of the craziest myths surrounding real estate that I've heard to the day was that if you were in bad health, you couldn't buy a house because homeowners insurance requires you, kind of like what is it, life insurance? Mm-hmm. If you have any ailment or condition, your homeowners insurance the premium will be high because of that ailment, which is farce. Is that a word? Farce is absolutely is not accurate. That's not true, but it's frustrating to try to debunk those myths and being told that, you know, I'm supposed to because I'm a salesperson.
Yeah, for sure. Because people don't like being sold. They like being, you know, like that connection in that real estate process, or any salesman. You know, they like that connection. Like you go to Best Buy, you don't.
People don't like being sold, but I also feel like people don't want. I feel like people like being in their problems. Like they don't want to come out of whatever issue that they have. You know, I think that wealth building often requires a mindset shift, and a mindset shift requires you to be honest with yourself, and a lot of people don't want to be honest with themselves. And so they don't want to be sold, but they also don't want to change.
I mean, the other part is a lot of people ride with the crowd. They don't want to break away from the crowd. If I have 10 friends that all have SRTs and I ride up in my my Honda, my 1982 Honda Civic, you know, with rust spots, but I got dope houses, I'm different. And that's when you have to change your team.
I was just talking to Ronnie about something like that. We were talking about, you know,
shout out Ronnie.
We were talking about the, you know, people who have these extremely high car payments. And there are some people, you know, you make the money, you have a high car payment. But if you're not positioned financially to have an extremely high car payment, like, what's the point? And so he was like, you know, my car is paid off. You know, when I ride up in my whatever type of car he got, and people look at me funny, I'm like, forget y'all, because my car is paid off and it gets me from point A to point B. And I feel the same way. You know, my car is paid off, it gets me from point A to point B, and I'm not, you know, you don't have that large debt hanging over you. So, you know, it's preference.
Yeah, because I'm in the moment of looking for a car right now, and I feel like I don't want a car payment because I feel like already how everything's looking. It's like that would just add another bill at the end of the month. So it's like, feel like going Craigslist, or maybe going Facebook, or maybe I'll buy here, pay here a lot or something, and just buy.
Don't do buy here, pay here.
Don't do buy here, pay here.
Don't do buy here, pay here. Don't do it. Because they're going to charge you a ridiculous amount of interest. They gonna tax you for real, and you probably have to pay weekly. They might put a tracker on your car, and they might put one of those things on your car that if you don't make your payment, they will stop it. So I don't recommend buy here, pay here. You just
Can
pay.
you laughing?
Yeah, man, that's funny.
They do it though.
You got a hot date. You know what I'm saying? You pull up, y'all get to the spot, you walk outside, and the car won't crank it. She looking at you looking at her.
I'm bad at it, yo.
No matter what happens, if the car don't start, it's embarrassing. Next you know, repo truck pull up, or you see your car going on down the road.
Repo Reaper. You ever heard of Repo Reaper? You actually know Repo Reaper on TikTok? That might be a TikTok
I'm
in the
gonna
day.
have to look it up.
That might be our TikTok in the day.
All right, where were we? Cause
Talking about, you know.
So Karima jumped in there with a question. What's next on the talking list, Royce?
I guess we got this one more event. It's like it's a big event. Bacon Bash 2023 coming to VTM.
Bacon bash.
You like bacon, don't you?
Of course I do.
VLM. What is VLM, guys? I don't know what VLM is.
I don't know.
But no, it says coming in Newport News. It says-
Oh no! See, you didn't read the whole thing. That just changed it.
what you mean that just changed it? Change what?
It says Bacon Bash, a bacon, beer, and bourbon affair.
Where's that?
See, Royce, you were supposed to read the whole thing.
Bacon, bear, and Bergen affair. What?
Yes, on the 25th, right? 25th
Yeah.
of May, Bacon Bash 2023, a bacon, beer, and bourbon. That bourbon part hits differently.
Where is
that
that?
bourbon part was the connection.
Yes, it's in Newport News. I love my city.
Wait, that's like tomorrow?
The 25th?
Yeah, that's like
2 days.
2 days. We finna pop out
Hell, man, listen.
because I could do a little bourbon. You know,
You talking about bacon and bourbon at the same place?
Somebody said, praise God for beer and bourbon and bacon.
Right.
Listen,
That's what I'm saying. He didn't read the whole thing.
Yeah,
That just changed the dynamic.
Hold
didn't
on,
it?
hold on, guys, hold on, because he didn't let me finish. He didn't let me get to. He just let me read the headline.
My boy, you stopped.
He
It was
let-
a hard pause.
No, I said what was VLM? I said what was VLM? That's what I said.
Oh, that's the Virginia Living Museum.
okay, cool.
Oh, that's right down the street.
Right.
But it's from 6 to 9. I mean,
I
still
do
can go.
not care.
Listen, I'm down.
You put bacon, beer, and bourbon.
They probably got a bourbon with bacon in it.
I don't know how that's gonna taste.
They
but I'm
It
probably
gonna
might
try it.
taste delicious because Burger King
He said
had
he
like
about
a.
to speak in tongues.
I said what?
He said man, I'm about to speak in tongues.
Man, yeah, what?
Toes finna curl and all that. Shoot.
Listen, that joker said bacon, beer, and bourbon. Listen, I'm fired up, man.
Hey,
That's
not-
Thursday?
So I'm not coming to work on Friday.
be coming this joint messed up, boy. Over here tripping.
I don't know about all that, but
I don't know.
this joker got this bacon bash. Hold on, let's see
I'm
more.
going to have to meet y'all up there.
Is there tickets being sold?
I don't know. if it is
Tickets
for-
on Everbright. Let's see.
Eventbrite.
Eventbrite, Everbright.
said
Listen, I got my glasses on.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
These not my readers.
Kerry don't usually fumble words, bro. This man's really excited about his bacon burger bash.
Yeah.
Bacon
Maybe they
bourbon
got a-
bourbon bash.
How do you. Oh.
Oh wait, it's gonna be.
They're $60.
Okay, what you get for 60?
Maybe they got a
Never mind.
What do you get for $60 though?
I don't know.
maybe got a burger
I hope
flavored
you
bourbon,
get some bourbon, some free bourbon,
bacon flavored
and
bourbon,
some bacon.
burger flavored bourbon.
Hold on, let's see.
Y'all, I don't eat pork, but I eat bacon.
Heard at the bar by Drake. I don't eat red meat, but I still got beef
I
sizzle.
think that's everybody. Bacon is one of those things you just can't get around.
Yeah, cause like you gotta just put the scenario. Like if you don't eat meat, right? So you stop eating meat that morning. You come that it's Saturday morning. You know on Sunday Mama
Here
cook.
comes a Bloody
You got
Mary
to, you
story.
know.
You know on Sunday morning Mama cooks. So you wake up, you
You
and maybe
smell bacon.
you smell bacon, you smell the eggs, you smell the aroma, you smell the French toast. You go downstairs, open the refrigerator, you get your little orange juice.
Not the kitchen again.
No, but listen, this one ain't gonna be crazy.
Mary J gonna be in there.
No, Mary Jane gonna be in there. The orange juice gonna be in there. So you put up.
Hey yo, how you get from your mom's is cooking to your greedy ass in the fridge
Because we're-
taking out orange juice?
Because who don't drink orange juice at breakfast?
I'm following. I get it. I follow.
I'm picking up what he putting down.
Yeah.
I'm not.
They pick it up.
Because most black households that I know is gonna tell you get your ass up out the kitchen.
No.
No, Carrie, I think
My mother would tell me if I wanted orange juice, I needed to fix it myself. I needed to pour. She wasn't
My
pouring
fault.
my orange juice.
my fault. Carrie was a Minute Maid type of guy. You gotta ride. It's,
Yeah,
it's
that's a
different between Minute Maid and the orange juice.
He was bushy.
You know what I'm saying? No, Minute Maid, the slums.
You
Yeah.
hear that?
I'm not gonna give
He's
him
doing
that. I'm not.
insults.
I'm not gonna get.
Pico.
I'm not gonna give him that sort of what is it called? Validation.
Sunny,
Minute Maid.
the Sunny D.
That Sunny D.
That's Sunny D, bro.
That wasn't even orange juice
Hold
though.
on.
Oh, that's Sunny D.
That is hood. Sonny D first and foremost came in the little joint.
No, you can get a big one.
You could, but they still came in. Anything that came in this with the foil top, hood.
I
No.
don't remember a
Them-
foil top.
Them Huggies.
See,
The Huggies.
Them
yeah.
Huggies was top tier hood. Now they was at every black cookout.
top
They
tier
were.
hood.
But they would- they would-
quarter waters in New York.
I don't know what a
Nah.
I
quarter
don't know nothing about that. We uncultured in New York.
Man.
Nah, but yeah. So you going to there, right? You go reach for the orange juice. You know what I'm saying? Now you done stop eating meat, so you get a whiff of the fine aroma of the bacon. Now it's sitting there
It
sizzling.
is a fine aroma.
Fine aroma. Makes it like, I don't even know, heaven. You know what I'm saying? So you catch a whiff, right? Boom.
Ooh. Hey, listen, I'm reading more about this bacon bash,
Oh
and it's
my
getting
goodness.
better.
What does it say?
The
Pause
Bacon
the story.
Bash features a variety of bacon-themed dishes from some of the area's favorite restaurants and food trucks. Don't miss the signature bourbon cocktail battle. Local craft beer and cider, wine, and non-alcoholic beverages, plus live music from the Sidewalk Slammers. Vote for your favorite to decide the annual People's Choice Award. Man, listen, I'm there.
You there for the 60?
My bad. Y'all go ahead about y'all hood juice. Okay, so next topic.
That's Minute Maid.
Did you see how I killed that subject? That was hot. That was lit.
No, it wasn't. But
What's next?
it's okay. It's okay though. We're gonna get him back on the back end. He has his wins, I have my wins. All right, so next that's small business highlight. I guess we're gonna talk about Tommy's. I guess we're gonna go ahead and talk about Tommy's because you know small little business.
Have we ever eaten there?
We have.
Okay.
I have.
Where's Tommy's?
You have the DD214 Smokehouse,
Oh my goodness.
the Baker's Wife, the Grey Goose. You
Are those
got
burgers?
Smoke.
Are those burgers?
You got Uno Pizza. I'm naming all the vendors that are going to be there.
But what comes with the $60? Just
Entry.
admission?
Hold on.
You gotta buy everything else?
It's an entry.
Hopefully you get in there and, a lot of that stuff is
Taste test and everything, you know?
right. That's what I'm hoping.
These gonna be 5 free ticket vouchers or something for any vendor. You know what I'm saying?
That joke is at a ticket voucher.
For $60,
Rotary Warrior Club.
burger is not
$60.
$60, bro.
I know that's how they do the taco festivals in Virginia Beach. They give you for like $60, you get like a couple ticket vouchers and you could go get any type of tacos.
Okay, go.
It doesn't say. What are we saying now? I'm sorry.
He's over here veering off, guys. Little small business highlight. Well, just gonna go into small business
You
highlight.
said Tommy's.
Yeah, Tommy's.
So, Tommy's is a staple in Hampton. I'm pulling up their information so I could really.
So I can really dig in. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So,
On a side note, guys, we're gonna be uploading. We're gonna try to get an upload out every Tuesday and Thursday. If we don't get a upload out every Tuesday and Thursday, go to 212 Multimedia, follow the page, like all the pictures, and comment. Get that video out, and I promise you, I will get the video out. You know what I'm saying? So just go to 212. I think it's spell out 2TWO 12 number 12 MM on Instagram. Go there, follow the page, like the page, and comment, get that video out. And then go to Black Client Realty and comment, get that video out, and follow and like the videos.
all right. So, Tommy's, I'm looking at it. I can give you address, but they don't do a good job of explaining Tommy's. So, Tommy's is an old school spot. I know Tommy's has been in the area since I've been in the area. So, that's at least a good 20 years, I believe. And I've heard people talk about Tommy's, but it's an amazing breakfast lunch spot. I think it's open like the same hours between 6 to 2
Yeah, it's open.
or 7 to 3 up here.
I remember Tommy's now.
Yeah, so it's a great restaurant. Is a Hampton Roads staple. So definitely go by there. You get it feels like home cooked meals.
Yeah, it does.
You get the old country feel. What Virginia is kind of known for. It's a good time. Tommy's is a good time.
And let's not forget, bro. Them prices is unbeatable.
Yeah, Tommy's does have old school prices.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's
if
like
you want a lot of breakfast, and they have a lot on the menu too. So if that's what you're into, you want a lot of food, a little bit of nothing, you go in there, you get to hang out. Like I
The
said,
service
friendly
is great,
people.
too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
basically Cracker Barrel's alter ego. You know what I'm saying?
We don't.
We don't compare
never
that.
mind.
We don't talk about them.
I'm not going to talk about Cracker Barrel.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that subject alone.
All right, what we got next? Moving right along.
I guess that was our restaurant highlight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess now we about to get into the. Let me do a little sound effect on. Real estate highlight. Or what real estate round?
Hey, listen. So I am excited to jump in here with this real estate highlight because we talking about my man's and his old lady. Is that correct? Am I allowed to say old lady?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to offend the Beehive and be canceled. So
Beehive.
shout out
Beyonce.
Sean Carter and
Beyonce.
Beyonce Knowles
What's her
Carter.
real name? Her name is Beyonce, isn't it?
Beyonce
Rihanna.
Knowles Carter.
Oh, okay.
Right. Why do I know
I'm
that?
slow.
Right. So shout out to those two for purchasing their Malibu, their small 30,000 square foot Malibu house, which is the highest sold real estate ever in the United States for 200 million.
Yeah.
And shout out to that agent that made that $12 million commission.
Man, listen.
Shit.
If I made a $12 million commission, I'm quitting everything.
So, and he got both sides of the deal. She got both sides of the
Wow.
deal. So,
So
that's why it's 12 million.
was. Listen,
Well, that's it. Because once you do commercial real estate, the rules change a little bit. Or
12 million.
yeah, it should be. It's in the millions though. They got paid. So listen, shout out to them. Listen, that says a lot. Their payment in or about, depending on how they set their loan up, is easily $1
If
million
they
a
got
month.
a loan. You
I'm
know
pretty.
they got it like
I'm
that.
pretty sure they got a loan. Some part of it, because if there's an opportunity to use other people's money,
They,
I'm-
yeah, true.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that they use other people's money.
It wasn't your typical loan.
No,
Not a
no,
conventional.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that somebody that they had a loan structured for them.
Yeah, because when you get properties, when they get that high, you go to the bank and the banks create these loan products
Is
for you.
because you got jumbo loans at anything over, I want to say 700,000 now,
Mm-hmm.
5 to 700,000. So yeah, easily
Listen.
they structured that loan because your average person is not going in the bank. Kareem is not going to the bank and be like, hey yo, 200 million.
How you know
Damn,
Kareem
that's what
might
I'm
have
saying.
200 million laying around?
Cream already got.
Kareem wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Cream already got a. Hold on. Let's not lie. Cream already got a will that has certain steps you got to take to get to that will to get that money out that will.
Internship is just a cover up, you know?
She's trying to
Along
hide-
with the army.
Yeah. I'm using it to, wash my money.
The army is for the benefits.
To make it seem like,
She's not even from America. She's from
health
Russia.
insurance and stuff.
She's running from the Russian mafia.
did you know at one point the army had down that I was from Indonesia?
Really?
I didn't even know what Indonesia was. I could not get a security clearance for nothing.
What?
My security clearance got revoked and I could not get it back because
How'd you clear that up?
I had to show them my birth certificate and they didn't take that. So I had to physically go to New York and get my birth certificate in what's it? I don't do that. The little seal. I had to go get that and still like months and months and months and
Where'd they get Indonesia from?
I don't know, somebody putting something wrong.
Good enough for government work.
Oh yeah. But back to it though. But continue, Carrie.
Oh, no, listen,
JCB.
I would just, I'm flabbergasted, and I'm also proud that, somebody that looks like us was able to go out there and make such a purchase, him and his wife, and shout out to the whole family. I mean, I don't know what goes on. I don't know Sean personally. That's right. I said Sean. I don't know Sean personally. However, I still want to shout them out because even without us knowing them, by their example, they're doing a lot of great things for the communities that they touch, and even giving you the opportunity to dream. And this goes back to what I was saying about wealthy people buy property. So that was an excellent segue into this. Listen, this home is beautiful. If you get an opportunity, Royce, pull this house up and put it up
Jay-Z?
there. Listen, just put Jay-Z, Beyonce home, and I don't care what you do, it's gonna pop up. Because their first house was 100 million. Not their first house, the first house
Hold on.
together.
Is it the big one, like the white one?
Both the houses are white. One of them had all like mostly glass. This one looks like
Off the
a
coast.
campus.
Off the coast.
Yes, it's in Malibu. So just put
see it.
Malibu home.
I see it. Guys, this baby is beautiful, guys.
Speaking of comedians, celebrities and houses, I posted a video about comedian. It was a while back. Comedian Faison Love. He's pretty much talking about why people should not buy real estate. He said his uncle bought a house in 1963 for $18,000. Oh, that house is beautiful.
Creamy, you seen it?
That's right.
He said his uncle bought a house in 1963 for $18,000 and is still paying on the mortgage because of interest and fees.
So
That's a kill.
we need to find that one day and repost that, or even have a discussion about it. So first and foremost, he's on Vlad TV, and if y'all know Vlad TV, you know that's one of those culture vultures where they're pulling people in to say crazy stuff and get you to snitch on yourself online, right? Then on top of that, you have Faison Love that is you got Faison Love that seems like he's out of touch, and you got to understand these are two upper millionaires, and when I say millionaires, I'm talking about decamillionaires.
Thanks.
I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and I'm like, what?
I feel like it's not meant for me to say what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead. I was just trying to help you out.
So you have Faison Love, and what's the guy's name? See, y'all got me all thrown right now.
I'm not sure. I'm not very
Vlad
familiar
TV.
with Vlad.
So you got Faison Love on Vlad TV, and the conversation comes up about owning property. Vlad's stance is that he would never ever purchase a property because it gives him the ability to move every month and or every so often, and he'll rent for the rest of his life, right? Faison Love is saying it's stupid, and he gives a story about his uncle, grandfather, and he gives the story. But you are looking at two people that are in the upper millions, and they're trying to stay in places that doesn't make sense, right? So you're talking about Vlad that's getting millions coming in, right? And his logic for moving has nothing to do with
Right.
actual ownership.
Yeah, because I mean, he still can purchase property and move from place to place. You know, you can purchase property and then not be your primary residence.
Now,
So-
ironically, he had another interview not too far afterwards. With what's it, Toni Morrison? Listen, there's a lot of distractions going on in the background. So I'm going to recap. I'm going to start this all over if y'all don't mind. Y'all good? So we're going to pick up from Faison Love. Faison Love, Vlad TV. They're up there talking. Vlad says something about he doesn't believe in owning houses, this, that, and the third. Faison Love nods his head in agreement and then tells this horrible story about how his father bought uncle bought a house in the 60s.
1963 for $18,000.
For $18,000,
and is still paying on it because of interest and fees.
Yes, because of interest and fees, right? So what they're not saying is how many times the house had to be refinanced, how many
Exactly.
times, because there's no way that that person's still paying for it. Now, in the same manner, he did a interview with Jay Morrison talking about the same thing, and Jay Morrison kind of put him in his place about how much it is, because in that interview, Vlad is saying how much money it costs to put down to purchase a property. Jay Morrison is letting them know, through FHA, you can put 3.5 down, and Vlad is arguing the point. Then they go look it up. And of course, Vlad is completely out of touch. So when you're getting information, understand the source that you're getting it from.
Absolutely.
Vlad has never had a poor day in his life. So when it comes to, or a humble day in his life, like the money's always been there for him. So for him to talk, or for you to get real estate information from somebody of that level doesn't make sense.
And I say, piggybacking off of what you're saying about sources, do your homework about who you, take advice from, whether it's related to buying property or wealth building or what have you. Just make sure that they are a credible source, and they have the knowledge and the experience to offer said advice.
Hey, and real quick, I need to make a correction. Jay-Z and Beyonce is the second most. The first most expensive home that was sold was 238 million New York City apartment. So they have the second biggest purchase in the United States. So I just want to clear that up. But yeah, going back to it, just check who you're listening to. Vlad TV and DJ Vlad is a horrible person to get it on real estate advice from.
Yep. And I saw this morning, well, this looks like an old article, but I saw it this morning about how some, I can't remember the HGTV stars, it's a couple, they do home renovations. They were recently sued, or they were sued this past year for offering false information. Like they offer, I guess, some type of class to teach people how to renovate houses and how to make money renovating houses, but it was brought to whomever's attention that they weren't making the money that they were making, and they don't have the know-how to teach other people how to make money, and so they were sued. So just do your research on these people. Just because they're on HGTV, just because they're on TikTok, just because they have hundreds of thousands of followers, doesn't mean that they are experts.
It's right there, man. You already know, man. Anything else real estate wise? I think I spoke on the real estate news already.
So real estate wise, this is a perfect time to invest in property. And when I say perfect time, because there's a lot of people scared, there's a lot of fear out there. And Warren Buffett will always say that if the masses are doing one thing, you do the opposite. Not the exact quote, but is what he said.
I'll find it.
So this is a great opportunity for you to go out there and invest in property. There are deals out there. There are things hitting the street. You have your foreclosures now coming back. I've seen a list of foreclosures. They're coming back. And listen, if you're going through a foreclosure, this is a good time to reach out for help, because there are definitely people that can help you through the foreclosure process and help you stop and mitigate that process and at least get you from underneath that house. So definitely do that.
Warren Buffett says to investors to be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful.
So this is a great time, because right now there are a lot of people that are pausing and saying, rates. But listen, you're going to pay to play anyway. So get as much property as you can. Now, on the flip side, if you are buying this for your personal house, definitely take an opportunity to sit down with your mortgage lender, your real estate professional, and have that conversation so they can help you navigate this, because these are strange times. For many of us, we have never seen the market with rates as high as it is for many of us, but that's not to say it's never happened before. So now's the time to talk to somebody of experience and somebody that's actually in properties on a regular.
You should write a rap with what you just said. Hey, you got to play to pay anyway.
Bars.
Absolutely.
Just made all the rap sound effects in my arsenal.
Yeah, but definitely shout out to Jay-Z and Beyonce, man. That's Beyonce's 41 and Jay's 53. So I expect to see way more properties being bought from those two. And if y'all listen to the 444, he's definitely buying property. What we got?
Yeah, I guess next up that is a real estate highlight. We got the TikTok highlight. Straight into it. Let's get them the TikTok highlight real fast.
A small business grant, SBA. That's how you turn into
Hand me the black amount.
Okay, now you add 5K business. Open a business bank account. Deposit 4K.
Just let them go ahead and read here real
And
quick.
use the 1K to open secure business line of
All right. And we are and we're good to go. All right. How do you guys feel about that?
I think it's one of those videos that I talked about before, where I hate it when people tell you to do something and they don't give you the background information and make it seem like it's something that can be done in a day or in a couple hours, or that it's that easy. Or first of all, yeah, you can borrow $200 from your mom and go get your LLC. That takes no time. Now, then it tells you to go
So an LLC only costs $100 to do if you do it
in
yourself.
Virginia. Yeah.
So if you're in Virginia, it costs $100, and you go on the SEC website and you fill out the form on the SEC website. It takes about 5-10 minutes, and that's $100. Then you jump from the SEC website to the IRS.gov website, and you get your EIN, $100.
And then it tells you to go on to the SBA's website for a $5,000 small business grant.
Which
Go ahead.
it doesn't. So that $5,000 business grant is not as easy to get. Like, you just don't go in there in 5 minutes and get it done. It's a
Right.
process there.
So the SBA or anybody that gives you money for your business, they're going to want to see revenue. They're going to want to see money coming in and going out of your account. They're going to want to see that you have had a business for a certain length of time. And then he says it's out of order. It says then go open up a business bank account and deposit it. Before you do anything, before you get any type of money from anybody, you're going to need that business bank account first. And you're going to have to show cash flow in that business bank account.
So let's try and put this in order. So you start your LLC. You borrowed money from your mother or not? I don't know why that's a thing. Maybe he's trying to get a shout out to his mother. That was odd.
I think it's directed to a specific group of people.
Yeah, that was odd. Come up with $100. So technically, yes, now you own a business. So let's jump down, open up your bank account, because if they decide to fund you and give you the $5,000, where were you going to put it anyway? So you're going to fund your bank account first. It depending on what bank you use, they're going to force you to do some other things, like register your business with the county and the city, or not, depends on the bank. Then you go for your net 30, 60, 90s, and then look at SBA for some grants. But here's the thing. If you get a small business loan, remember this, it is a loan. So what he's not saying is you shall be responsible for paying said loan back at said terms.
And it says, and ask your bank for $50,000 hybrid something. I can't see it because the captions are over it.
So if you press it and hold it. So now, so hybrid loan, listen, you could do all these things, but the bank still wants to see. Just press it and hold it.
No, it ain't doing that.
So you get a hybrid loan. Yeah, he's all out of order.
Invest in automated.
And I think this is
business
one of those
and
things
pay
where
tax.
you see my man online, and Royce, make sure you post this in a post. The joint where my man was like, you wake up at 1:47 in the morning, you get you a bank account,
Right.
then you buy Apple, and then you
Then
now you
do
have
300
Apple,
push-ups.
right? Yeah,
Then you
this
get a
is
trust fund, then you don't have damn fund.
right, that guy. So make sure you load that, because that's what this reminds me of. I don't believe personally that this person who wrote this actually did any of this. I think it was just something that he copy and pasted. Maybe he got it off of ChatGPT. I don't know. So
I don't even think ChatGPT would tell you to do this crap.
nah. So I pulled up how to start a business on ChatGPT, and it was way more informative than this. I tried. I'm trying to get this dude. I mean, he got a great background though.
Who?
I give him. I mean, whoever made this.
Oh, the background.
Yeah, they got a great background.
You mean the actual background in the video?
Yeah, the background in the video. He's packing clothes. He's going somewhere. He's letting you know he's a man of substance and action. He's just not a person of business.
Yeah, because I mean, even to get like, what type of business are you opening, and what are you doing in that business, and how are we making revenue, and how are we showing the SBA that we are making revenue? And $50,000, the bank is just not gonna give you $50,000 off the rip. Like,
I think we had a better opportunity of watching a video of somebody eating a Reese's with no comments than watching this. that's how good this
I'm
information
looking at the
was.
comments and people say, now don't do this. Like, don't do this.
And then what was interesting in this, at no point did he pay his mother back.
Exactly. That's what one of the comments says.
At no point did she see a return in her investment.
Now that 5K went straight to bank account.
It was 200.
Last
What
step,
was it?
bring moms that money.
And he
No, I'm saying he ain't getting none of that 5K.
Oh, you know what this is? I just got it.
What?
This is how to become a scammer.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh,
got it.
I got it.
Okay,
Got
okay.
it.
Because what you're doing is you're scamming the bank, you're scamming the SBA.
Scam your
got
mother.
it.
That's what it is, because there's no way that this works.
This is definitely. Oh, and another one in his video. I'm sorry, I had to go through his other videos. He's put. Is he putting money in a suitcase? And yeah, he's putting money in a suitcase. Is that what you said? He was-
No, I didn't even notice
that's-
that.
He's putting money in a suitcase.
Big scam, not
So
the little
yeah,
ones.
yeah. So
That fake money. Then another one says there was a trust created for you when you were born. You only need your social security number to access it. Here's how.
Oh, here's my social security number 333-999.
all right, so yeah, let's move on, because this is an example of horrible information. It's bad advice unless you want to be a scammer. This is
How to retire your mom in 45 days. Yeah, he's a scammer. He's a scammer.
Not 45 days.
45
Nigga said
days.
45, bro.
yeah, that was bad advice. That was really bad advice.
Anybody that does that, we do not condone.
You know, that's what bothers me about social media is that there is so much horrible advice out there. Oh my gosh. So much misinformation, and people, they follow it and they're gullible enough to believe it.
I won't
And
say they're gullible.
some people are.
If you don't know, you don't know. Because I mean, if you're somebody who's trying to do better and you do some research and somebody lays it out step by step for you and it makes it sound that good, man, you know.
So here's a word of advice that I learned from my husband because I have been too trusting. Trust but verify.
I say who?
So, take the information, but do your own research, right? Don't act on it until you do your own research. Trust but verify. I'm stepping off my soapbox now. 'Cause that made
What
me
else, Royce?
angry.
What else we got? Because
Understandable.
that has to be the worst piece of advice I've seen in a long time, and it's bad
I
advice
honestly
out
feel
there.
like he wholeheartedly believes that though.
The scammer?
Yeah.
He probably
No,
does.
I
I feel
don't.
like he's getting his information from somebody else and was like, yeah, that sounds
That's
real
good
good.
information.
That's
No,
what
I don't. I
I'ma
don't
share that.
I don't think so. It just now that you said that there was he was packing money in the bag. I don't believe that that's information he believes. I don't even. That's probably not even him in the video.
Listen, I got
I
money I
just-
can pack in the bag too. I can go get it out of my desk drawer.
So back when
It ain't real, but
back when
Counterfeit.
when crypto was a thing, right? You had the one guy, I can't remember his name, it was something $1 million somebody, right? And he was giving a lot of information and he was doing this, that, and the third. And people pay for information. Then they went on what's the other website that people don't use anymore? The one that you people are on.
you people?
Yeah, you people.
I don't know.
Remember you people, the you people guy in Richmond. The Pan American group.
Oh, I don't know what. Oh, Clubhouse.
Clubhouse.
People do still use that.
So, they used to go on Clubhouse and they made themselves experts, and, they would take these sites over and people were paying like $1,000, $1,500 just for access to a Google Drive and get into Google Drive. And there's some information in there, but not enough to make you wealthy like how they claim to be. People were in there calling themselves doctors. You looked them up. They weren't doctors. They weren't even MBAs. They were high school grads at best, right? So just be careful. Pay attention to the ones who putting on the suits and going out there. If they're living this glorious life,
They're likely not millionaires.
yeah, chances are it's not like that for real.
Because the millionaires that I have met, the multi-millionaires that I've met, they drove what was the car? Ford
Ford.
Tauruses, Ford Escapes, had patches and ink stains on their clothes. And one guy I saw, he had a Budweiser t-shirt on under his white button down, like, and he was a millionaire. So most people who have that type of money, they're not going to be what's the word, as out there or flamboyant.
Dang, that was Quaid up on it. Just a Quaid up word. Hey, guys, I'm gonna have to throw this effect on that.
Oh,
That was a sauce drop.
wait. They pay
There's
cash
more.
for their home.
Who? JMB?
Yeah.
See? That's what I thought. What's 200 million to billionaires?
Only one of them's a billionaire.
They're billionaires together.
Yeah, well, one's a billionaire and then just got added on.
Who's the billionaire?
Yeah, one's a billionaire and one's got added on.
You know which one's the billionaire?
Hey Siri,
That boy Jadakiss.
how much is
Did he say
Beyonce
Jadakiss?
worth?
Bro, it's like a nickname. It's not his actual name. It's a nickname.
I'm not asking about 2018.
Siri don't be on that
Hey
no
Siri.
more.
Hey Siri, how much is Jay-Z worth?
According to Forbes.com, Jay-Z's net
How
worth
come?
is $2.5 billion.
How come they have Jay-Z's updated net worth, but they don't have Beyonce's updated net worth?
She worth 800 million.
She's almost at $1 billion.
Who run the world?
So almost at
Girls.
$1 billion is not a billionaire. Like I could almost be at $1 million, but I'm not a millionaire. Donald Trump.
We can round it up.
Donald Trump was not a billionaire for all those years that people said he was a billionaire. He was a 700 millionaire.
Mic drop.
What's 200 million to a billionaire?
I mean,
How many
Point two.
million are in a billion?
I think it's a point two.
point
Hey
two.
Siri, how many millions are in a billion?
Here's an answer from the calculator. Site.com 1 billion is equal to 1,000 million.
Yeah, he got 998 million left. No, 200. My bad. He's got 800.
Listen, I know y'all seeing this live, but Royce, make sure you cut this in post.
I'll just definitely be.
No, I was thinking 2 million. Yeah, he got 800 million left.
So I feel like he stroked a check. Jigga,
Wait, but what his net worth was?
We ready,
Six
Kirk?
point- 2.2.
2.5. Oh,
no, my bad. See, Shane, you got me all over 2.5.
Oh, so I thought
Billion.
6.2 billion would be crazy, bro. It's up there.
Now, Ye used to live down the street, used to have more, but Ye decided he wanted to say some stuff, and, we knocked Ye down.
They done fell
But
off.
what's crazy is Ye still half a Billy. How you broke and still got half a Billy?
200
I mean,
million.
but you gotta
ain't
realize
nothing
these
to a
these
billion.
bills. Bro.
All right, what's next? Because that is crazy.
That did take us.
I'm sorry, that was my fault. I got off topic on that one.
Nah, you good, you good. I guess next our question and answer. Or Q&A. You know what I'm saying? A little Q&A.
Excuse me.
I mean, I got one. What is your top 5 cities or states to do real estate in?
Top 5?
Yeah. If you had to put yourself somewhere, you would flourish the most.
It has to be within the U.S.
Nah, I'll give you nation. I'll give you global.
So I would do real estate in one of the high tourist countries. Probably one of those tropical islands. Maybe like Costa Rica or something. Definitely Colombia. In the U.S., I would do real estate in New York.
New York.
I would do real estate in California. I would do real estate in Texas. And Florida.
Okay. So she gave me 6. All right.
All right, so
Chester.
mine would be U.S. based, and I will tell you how I'll come up with it. It has to be an emerging city, a city where growth. The city is purposely putting money towards growth. So that said, In no particular order, it would be Houston.
He says, did you say cities and states or did you say state?
Cities and states.
Oh, okay. My bad. Go ahead. I was just trying to help you.
I understood the assignment.
I understood the assignment.
So I will start off with well, in no particular order. I like Houston. I like anywhere Central Texas right now because that whole Elon Musk and bringing technology from California. So that migration leaving California to Texas, I would definitely ride that wave. Next, I would probably go in or about Charlotte, but not the North Carolina side. I would look at the South Carolina side because the way it's triangulated between Columbia, Greensville, and Charlotte. And if you look at the economic explosion that's going on in Charlotte and the way it's South Carolina is benefiting off of North Carolina, I will go with Charlotte, and I think that's Indian Town or India Hill, whatever that is in South Carolina. Then I would probably go Richmond, believe it or not, because Richmond is always adding, and that's just getting bigger and bigger. What's that, 3?
That's 3.
Colorado. I would touch Colorado because Denver is always growing.
Yeah.
Right, and this is just from the outside looking in. Florida, Florida, anywhere around a theme park, but
You know, give or
I'd
take.
say Florida because one, you have high dollar real estate there, and you have the potential to make a lot of money because that's where a lot of people who make a lot of money go, like the basketball players, the celebrities, et cetera, et cetera.
yeah. But I mean, read the question again.
Question is, what is your top 5 cities or states to do real estate in?
Right. So in your reasons and my reasons. So mine is for the economic growth, where you could buy cheap. Like today, let's say a house is $300,000 at a crazy rate. That same house. So let's look at Atlanta back in the '80s. Right. Atlanta was just a small little town, and then all of a sudden it just started growing and growing and growing. That's one place I wouldn't go is Atlanta because I think Atlanta is saturated.
Did you say to buy and sell real estate or sell real estate?
Just to do real estate in?
Oh, just in general.
Yeah.
So what was that, 4?
Yeah, that's 4.
So, and yeah, that's it. Those would be 4. I don't have a 5th that I could think of right now. Maybe, yeah, I don't have a 5th. Oh no, I would say Baltimore.
I was about to say, you forgot your hometown?
Nah, I would say Baltimore because Baltimore, kind of like Richmond and all these other industrial cities like Philadelphia, I think they're doing a good job changing their landscape over and bringing back a certain vibe and making being downtown in those areas cool. So even when we look at Newport News, where they are changing the landscape, is the same thing that they're doing in a lot of major cities. So Baltimore is definitely one of them. So Baltimore is interesting because of how much you pay for not only the price of the property, but what it takes to do property management. So Baltimore is very interested in their rental rates are a lot higher than, say, Virginia. So that's another reason why I say Baltimore or Baltimore County.
Okay, all right. Those are good answers. We got one more. It says, how do you stay updated on current market trends, regulations, and changes in the real estate industry?
Well, we are subscribed to our local MLS, and so
For the people, hold on. What is MLS?
multiple listing service.
Okay.
That is where all of on-market properties are listed for agent access. But they also rank. Our MLS is RAIN, and so they keep the numbers and the statistics as far as local real estate trends, and then they send out monthly updates on how the market in the local area is performing. So for me, I stay up on that, and then I also use a website called Keeping Current Matters. And then just reading, Business Insider. I have a magazine called The New Yorker that I get, just going to look for that information.
Yeah, same. Per our licenses, we have to stay up to date with the regulatory guidance, especially in our area, in order to conduct business. But more especially, I just love to read and look at different markets because whatever's happening in another market could happen here. So I call myself a student of the game. So I do a lot of reading and pay attention, and I also contact other agents in other areas to see how their market is performing. That's how I stay abreast.
Okay. All right. Cream, you got any questions? No your joint? All right.
Hey, listen, if y'all get an opportunity, because I keep looking down, but if y'all get an opportunity, definitely go check out Beyonce and Jay-Z's house. It is gorgeous. And listen, shout out to Sean Carter and Beyonce Knowles Carter, because this is a gorgeous house and this is the American dream. This is definitely American dream. So definitely check it out and don't be scared to dream, man. Go out there and get it.
Dream big.
Dream, 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 dream. All right, so we got any more shout outs? Got any shout outs today?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Zeke Whaley because he passed his final exam the other day and he's on to take his PSI. Karima, she scheduled her PSI. So we got 2 upcoming agents. Congrats to y'all.
Hey, listen, so shout out to Your Star 167. They had elections. New Worshipful Master. Congratulations. Shout out to Post 368, American Legion Post 368. They're doing great things, and they're definitely, if you're a veteran, make sure you definitely tap into the American Legion, especially if you in the Newport News, Denby area or around, so you can really get an understanding of your benefits. Shout out to all the restaurants that allowed us to come in there and criticize their food for the past week. Karima owes us something on Hot Pot. Shan and Karima owes us something on Hot Pot coming up. Hey, shout out to 212 for going out there and shooting these amazing videos. Shout out to Miss Bev over there in my events. Shout out to what's next door?
Beauty Unlock.
Beauty Unlock. Hey, big shout out to S&K Property Management.
Whoop whoop.
And definitely I always take my hat off
Bald.
to Black Lion and all the agents in Black Lion.
Kerry, love you, man. I love you, man. That's what makes me jokes, man. You know, it's funny.
Hey, I want you to know you're on air. So I'm in the middle of a podcast and you just called. This is our lender, Ronnie Justice. So if y'all have any questions for Ronnie Justice, let me know. What's going on, brother?
Hey, put Ronnie on, man.
I was calling about Scotland or what.
Hey, man, we on air. I said we on air, like the on air light is on. We in the podcast.
Whatever questions you got while I'm on the phone, whomever, I got them for you.
Hey, so listen, this is a great time. So Ronnie Justice is, we shouted him out already earlier, but he is one of our loan partners. So if you have any questions about rates or how to get a particular transaction done, you got like 10 seconds to ask the question. So, hey, what are rates today, Mr. Justice?
Government rates, the par rate is around 6.75. I haven't checked conventional yet. If you give me a second, I can.
So what we said, you said government is about 6.4.
6.75.
Also speaking to FHA loans and VA loans.
Okay.
They said, hold on, he's still going.
Right around that same
Okay.
6.87.
Okay. I think we might have a question. What you got, Royce?
All right, they said, can you explain the different types of loan options available? Did I say it loud so you can hear me?
It would be nice.
Okay. Can you explain the different types of loan options available to borrowers and help me understand which one would be most suitable for my specific needs? I guess
That sounds like a question, he might need to call.
Yeah,
Might
that's
call.
a call-in
That's
question.
a call-in question.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
that's a
hey,
call-in
I'll call
question.
you back, boss.
Okay.
All right.
Dang, what that calling questions? Federal.
So to answer that question real quick, it depends on what they have available to them. Yeah, that's a whole
Yeah,
long question
It
and
depends
answer.
on, what type of work you do, your income, your DTI, if you got closing call, like a whole lot of things play into that. But I'm not the professional in that. Mr.
Exactly.
Justice is.
All right,
All right.
so we ready to wrap this thing up?
Yeah, we got.
Hold up, I didn't get to read my events. We
Okay,
got
read them up.
events going on.
Hey, y'all know it's official when she brings out the green note card.
Shoot. On May 26th, there's family movie night at Hilton Elementary School. Y'all check that out. 7:30.
What's the movie?
It didn't say.
Okay.
On the 27th, there's an open horse show for all y'all. What is it? What's the word? Equestrians out there. Newport News Park on the 27th. Big Boy is gonna be at the Norva in Norfolk on the 28th. I skipped the 27th at the American Legion. I can't get in, but they have an all-star cast comedian show, comedy show on the 27th. What's so funny?
Go ahead.
And at the Ferguson Center for Arts on the 27th, Madagascar. They're having to play Madagascar, which should be pretty cool. So check those events out.
And on the 25th, they have
Bourbon, burger, and berries.
Bacon
beer,
and bourbon at the Virginia Living Museum.
$60 tickets.
$60 tickets. I want to know what you were laughing at.
Was that it? That's it? That's all we got?
What were you laughing at?
All right, that's a wrap, Royce.
You're not gonna tell me?
No, I got it.
Huh?
Is it?
That's it.
You good?
That's a wrap, right?
It's a wrap.
That's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like you should do the Marlon Wayans. I mean, what was it called? Brothers. The Wayans brothers. They'd be like, it's a wrap. No, y'all ain't watched that. Okay, whatever.